If you wish to radicalize someone in modern day America permanently, simply show them what's been stolen from them by our evil ruling class by pulling up some archive footage of the city, neighborhood, block that they live in from just a generation ago. And you'll see a much better, cleaner, more prosperous, more orderly country. Maybe it didn't have the same GDP, but it certainly had cohesion and culture. It was majestic. It's something that the Boston Red Sox accidentally stumbled ass backwards into today in a post that they've now locked the comments on from Fenway Park. You can see here the official Fenway Park account on X posted the tomorrow post that shows the Red Sox opening day from the 1960s. And it shows footage of Boston and what it looked like before Hart Cellar and before open borders. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Hart Cellar is the terminal and suicidal immigration bill that said we are no longer going to promote immigration from countries that are European and Christian in order for us to have a harmonious society. We're in fact going to open the borders to all third worlders and all people from all backgrounds and destroy our homogenous society that had a shared culture and tradition. And you can see the horrors that that has wrought. And this video that, again, is unintentionally radicalizing. Watch this.
Boston skyline bids welcome as it looms over the Charles River Basin. Tulips in the public gardens signal another New England springtime.
Beautiful, no graffiti.
Red Sox fans have had a long winter's wait, and they're always eager to be at Fenway for opening day. Yes, sir. Let's go to the ball game. We're outside with the crowd right now on the Jersey Street side of the park. Time for that program, though. That scorecard.
People selling their wares
baseball and
on the streets.
A bit
People
later.
Dressing
it's the
with
opening
respect
of
for
another
themselves.
Baseball season, and the usual colorful ceremonies get things off to a good
Marines,
start. And another season is
US
underway
military,
as the Boston team breaks onto the field. Well, here's the first pitch.
Orderly fans.
And the season is officially underway.
Orderly bleachers. A U.S. dollar that
We
actually meant
appreciate
something.
your loyalty to the Boston Red Sox.
You know, I wonder how many people in that audience is on, like, how many of these people right here are on welfare? You know, today it'd be 40%. 40% of them would be on welfare. I wonder how many people here have relatives that fought in the Civil War, World War I or World War II. Probably every person, actually, is Boston. Many people would have relatives who fought in the Revolutionary War. And you're going to get another Revolutionary War in America, and a revolution against the immigration policies that has suicided this culture. In fact, the response to this was so aggressive by the internet that they locked the comments. Look at this. Only some accounts can reply. The Red Sox locked the comments here. I would give anything to have this back. America of the past is unrecognizable compared to today. It's wild how you can post a video from 60 years ago in Boston and it immediately looks like white supremacist propaganda. Dear God, this is heartbreaking. What have we done to our civilization since the 1960s cultural revolution? Mayor Michelle Wu and the radical left have done everything that they can to erase this version of a once beautiful Boston. You know, it's funny they mentioned Mayor Michelle Wu because she was being introduced with the cringe governor of Massachusetts, who is hated. Governor Healy and Mayor Wu were booed by 37,000 fans, making their thoughts known here. Listen.
Welcome Governor Healy and Mayor Wu.
You can hear the boos there. You can also hear the boos from the stand. I mean, this is... Yeah. You know, what's amazing is that in spite of the fact that videos like this one actually exist, right, where you can see who built Boston, it is the mayor of Boston that says it was Somalis.
Cannot talk about any achievement that the city of Boston has had in safety, jobs, and economic development, in education, without talking about the Somali community.
Oh yeah, oh, really? You know, it makes me wonder, lady, how many Somalis were there in this time period? that everybody views and every person with a functional brainstem views as far superior to the cultural rot that we currently have today. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is a society that no longer has anything shared in their culture, that no longer has anything to stand for. They have no common cause. There's nothing that unites us. That's why I call it paperwork Americans, because there used to be a common culture that united us, a common religion and background, and where we can, these things matter to people. The globalists decided to lie to us and tell us that they didn't, but they do. And every place that has a common culture, like Japan or China or Middle Eastern countries, used to be Europe. It's funny how this only happens to white countries. It only happens to white countries, that those places are preserved and often pristine. These are places that, like, leftists would lose their minds if you said that that you have to go and take over an African country, right? And white people should be taking over, or should be the majority of a African country. They tried that, and the left destroyed it, just in a really small part of South Africa. And so, and everyone lost their minds when that happened. And so, everybody is now well aware that this scheme, this fraud of open borders, globalism, is a failed experiment, and there's nothing more radicalizing than showing you what the past looked like. Fenway Park erupts in boos as Governor Healy, Mayor Wu are announced on Red Sox opening day. I live in Boston. I work near Fenway. You could hear this outside of the stadium. It was glorious. They were booed. Fans booed. Where are all the Somalis? I thought they built everything in Boston. That's right. Cold reception at Fenway Park for the Democrat governor and mayor of Boston. This is why it's so weird that sports media is overwhelmingly far left and works tirelessly to incorporate leftist ideology into their coverage. I mean, this is an extremely blue state like Massachusetts booing for their Democrats. This brings me hope. I don't think, if you still don't think voter fraud exists, you're an idiot. Voter fraud exists in Massachusetts at scale, en masse, exactly. Pun intended. Doesn't surprise me, and it's further proof that our elections are rigged. Man, I love the Red Sox nation. Okay, let's get to some of the responses on this locked comments on the Red Sox video. Yes, the privilege of undefended conquest in a world inherited, not earned. It took 4.5 centuries for society to reach the zenith of this video, and only a few decades to destroy it. That's exactly right. It's wild how you can post a video from 60 years ago and it immediately looks like a white supremacist propaganda. Fenway Park is facing massive criticism by turning off the comments celebrating Red Sox opening day footage from the 1950s because it included too many white people. They hate you. What has been done to our great and beautiful country is criminal beyond words. They shut down the comments. Eventually, there will be an effort to destroy all footage of pre-diversity America. What was better, and seeing what's been taken from you, purposefully destroyed, is beyond radicalizing. Do you think they'll end up deleting this? Yes, I bet they will. You can just remind people the horrors of now a 43% white Boston versus a thriving majority white Boston of the past. They turned off the comments of the post because everybody is asking what the hell happened to the city, every single American city, and everybody knows why, but it's not nice to want it back. Just more incredibly radicalizing footage of the past. They just showed us how great this city once was and turned off the replies when it became obvious. They literally had to turn off the replies because the footage is so radicalizing from 50 years ago. This is where we are, willfully destroyed in every sense. Obviously, Michelle Wu, horribly unpopular, a huge advocate for criminal aliens. You belong here. This is your home, she says. I just want to establish a couple of very important things that I think are critical. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you an evil person to say that the past was glorious. It doesn't make you an evil person to say that it's a paradise to live amongst people who you have a shared language, a shared religion, a shared history, that you and your children, that your children are going to be raised around the same value system. The vast majority, every culture in the history of humanity has done this. You're not wrong for wanting this. You're wrong for wanting to somehow put your kids under threat for living next to people who don't share a language, who don't share a value system, and who don't have any regard for human life or the civilization that your ancestors built. That's what's actually evil. That's what's actually wrong. That's what's immoral. It is moral to want a society that understands itself and can do great things together, because you don't have to worry about all of the little narcissistic, petty differences between everyone. It's actually a beautiful thing what can be done in a society when you don't have DEI, right? When you don't have to worry about dealing with communists and race communists and some of the, like, what are the genders? How many genders are there? When you have people that believe in something together, right? It's like, that's how all great societies built things. The Eiffel Tower was not built by Somalis. Big Ben and Parliament were not built by Somalis. That's not how this worked. And Boston wasn't built by Somalis, okay? And if Somalis think Somalia is so great, then stay in Somalia and build great things there, okay? Prove to us that you can do that in Somalia. And that's what was proven. It was proven that Boston could be built by great people, and it was. Our ancestors proved that, right? That's the main difference. And it's okay to be proud of that. It's Boy Betting. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.